Today we are doing homemade popsicles. On our website we have 15 super easy homemade popsicle recipes, and for the last 2 years during the summer, that's been our #1 post during the summer. So to start, we're going to start with strawberries and cream. So these are easy strawberries and cream popsicles. And a little bit about popsicle molds. You can use several things for popsicle molds. You can use a ice cube tray. These here I got from my neighbor that was moving. These are the original Tupperware popsicle molds, and I think these are actually like the first popsicle molds ever made. These are like from the 70s and 80s. And then they have newer ones now, and as you can see, my oldest son ate my demonstration. But now they have, oh dear, my demonstration melted. So anyway, oh my goodness. So on this one, you can see how when the popsicle melts down, then they can drink out of it. That's a cute idea. So you can also use little paper cups and just stick a popsicle stick or a toothpick. I don't have any of the non-pointy toothpicks, but you know they have the flat-ended, rounded-ended toothpicks. You could use those and stick that in there. Or you could use a popsicle stick. Then with these, you could just peel it off and use it. So you can use any of these for molds that you'd like. These are all molds that I have for free, that I got for free. I even got these for free from a neighbor. So the strawberries and cream is really super simple. My strawberries disappeared, so I don't have any strawberries to show you. So just pretend the raspberries are strawberries. Take either vanilla or strawberry yogurt, this is strawberry, and some strawberries. Mix them with a little bit of sugar and milk. You can get this recipe at livingonadime.com. It's in the description. And mix them up in your blender. After you've blended it up in your blender, just throw it in your popsicle molds. Fill it to the top. Put your mold on, or put your lid on. Then you can stick it in this stand and let it set for at least 2 to 3 hours. Overnight's better. It makes them harder. So that's for strawberries and cream. Then we have strawberry banana. You take your gelatin and you dissolve it just in some water. When you dissolve the gelatin in the water, then you add your banana and your strawberries and you blend all of that together. Then you just pop it in your popsicle molds and freeze. And that's an easy, super yummy everybody loves strawberries and bananas. Well, everybody but my daughter. My daughter hates bananas. Who's ever heard of a kid hating bananas? But the gelatin helps it set a little firmer. So for any of these popsicles, if you wanted to add a little bit of gelatin that's the same flavor, just dissolve it in water first, 1 cup of water, then that would help make them firmer and they won't drip quite so bad. That's why you add the gelatin. So then the next one is blueberry and cream. And for this one, this is a 2-sided popsicle. So what you can do is you pour in your mold the yogurt first. So pour that into your mold and then take the other yogurt and mix it with blueberries. And you can mix your blueberry with the yogurt in the blender, blend it up, then put it on top of the vanilla yogurt. Put your lid on and freeze it. And all these recipes are at livingonadime.com. 15 popsicle recipes. I'm only doing 10 today. And that's how you make blueberries and cream. And that one's kind of fun because it's a 2-toned one. And you can do the 2 tones with, you know, any of the popsicles. And I'll tell you that in just a minute. The next one is raspberry oatmeal yogurt. That one is nice because you have a little bit of oatmeal in there and it gives a bit of a different kind of a texture and taste. Most people don't put yogurt in their oatmeal in their popsicles, but it's really pretty tasty. So just take your yogurt and your raspberries and your oatmeal and blend it all in the blender. If you want your oatmeal in bigger pieces, you can blend just the raspberries and the vanilla and then add the oatmeal later and just stir it in. And then you can just stir it all together and pour it in your popsicle molds and freeze. Do we have any questions yet?
They all look good. Ooh, yum, healthy and cold. We making popsicles? Yes.
Yes, we're making popsicles.
Do you use the amount of water on the mellow that the box calls for?
Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying, but if you use the gelatin, use 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water to 1 package of gelatin.
Doug and Kate say bananas alone can make good popsicles too.
Yes, just grind them up in your blender and then pour them in your popsicle mold and you can have a banana popsicle too. Yes, that's a great idea.
Eddie says, I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Leah says, what can you use for popsicles without the stick things?
Okay, so there is, we put it in the link in the description below. There are little bags that you can buy that are popsicle bags, and I put them in there. Now, frankly, I wouldn't waste money using them. To me, they're a huge waste of money, but they could be convenient for some things. And so some people will take these long, skinny bags and fill them with their popsicle batter and then freeze them, and then they're disposable for the kids. So that would be a great way. It's not a very inexpensive way, but I think it was 50 bags for $9, I can't remember right, but I think it was about 50 bags for $9. So that's not horrendous, you know. So you could do that. The next one is just plain pudding popsicles or fudgesicles. So just take, oh dear. Well, yeah. Let's see, I don't have a picture of those.
You have a picture of that one? Okay.
Okay, so just got pudding all over. Well, the vanilla strawberry is good. Just take plain pudding, mix it up. I do 1.5 cups of milk to 1 package of pudding, so just regular milk. If you want to use coconut milk, if you have dairy allergies, or almond, or whatever milk you want to use, you can use that also. And then just pour it into your molds and freeze. Now, we're having a mold meltdown here. First of all, my 18-year-old ate 2 of the popsicles that were for my demonstration, and then it took us so long to get on today that it melted. In this case, we'll just take a spoon and eat it out. But normally, it would be stuck on there if we had our act together. So that is how you make just plain fudgesicles.
LOL, not 18.
Okay, next one. The easy mixed berry popsicles. So this one is super simple. And I have it here. Now, I use the ice cube trays for these. So Mike's going to show you. Aren't those cute? So what I did was I dropped a couple of blueberries and raspberries in my ice cube tray and put a toothpick in there. And this is a mini popsicle. And these are really popular. And you could pour any flavor you want. I used lemonade. So I just mixed up some lemonade. And I'll show you here how I did it. I just put a couple of berries, bloop, 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 and poured them in here, just like this. And then I just poured my lemonade just right over top. Now, one thing, be super careful that you use the toothpicks that don't have the pokey. I didn't have them, but then what I did was I just stuck it in one of the berries and froze it. So then when it came out, you have these cute little individual popsicles. And I saw this, we were at the quilt show selling my soap the other day, and a lady was handing these out, and that's where I got that idea from, and I thought that was a pretty cool idea. So those are some easy berry ones. Now, you can put the berry ones in just regular popsicle molds also. Along that line, there is easy fruit popsicles. And so for these, there's just a bunch of different ones in here, but we've got some kiwi in here and cantaloupe and just coconut, and there's a watermelon and raspberry. So you can take any of these berries and puree them with grape juice, white grape juice, pineapple juice, orange juice. You can even use any of the juices plain to make these popsicles. So there's endless varieties that you could do. So that's another idea for those. The next one is unconventional. I've never seen anybody do this one. But to take jam or jelly that's left in the jar, and then take water, pour it in your jam or jelly, put your lid on, and actually hot water works better because it dissolves it better. Then shake up your jam or jelly that's left over in there, and then just pour it into your molds like that, and you have a super easy way to use that last little bit of jam or jelly that you have. Then just put on your top and freeze. And I don't know about you, but in my house there always seems to be like 1 teaspoon left of the jam or jelly every single time. So I love doing this because this is a great way to use it up, and I've never seen anybody else do that before. Then the last one, yes. Do we have a question or comment?
It says, love coconut, thank you.
Yeah, you could go with the coconut. You could add coconut with pineapple, and you could put some real coconut in there or real pineapple chunks if you want.
Marina says, great frozen popsicle on a toothpick idea.
Thank you.
They're super. Those ice cubes would be delicious in a glass of lemonade.
Yeah, those ice cubes would be really good in lemonade or tea if you did mint leaves, that kind of thing.
Sarah said they could cut regular popsicle sticks in half if they don't have toothpicks, or if they're afraid they'll poke their eye out.
Yeah, that's true.
And David Cooper says you can use Kool-Aid too and just add half the amount of water.
Yes. So David Cooper is mom, if you guys are wondering. She's under a pseudo name there, but but yes, you can take Kool-Aid and just mix it up at half strength and pour that in as your popsicle juice. And use that, and of course it comes in many varieties. And you can also, like, this is berry blue jello. You could use this with blueberries or raspberries. You could make the berry blue and then add red raspberries for 4th of July. That would be really pretty now that it's passed. But
Doug and Kate said you can freeze leftover orange juice in ice cube trays.
Yes.
And you can use paper towels instead of sticks. When they're frozen, take them out and eat them holding in the paper towel.
Okay, I've never heard of that before, but that's an interesting idea. So has anybody else used the paper towel idea? That seems a little strange.
It's when your kids are out on the sprinklers in a hot day, they can just hold it in a paper towel and eat it out of there like a snow cone or something.
Yeah, you could do that. The next to the last one is Rocky Road. And that is just your fudgesicle, your base fudgesicle recipe. And I put a link how to make your own pudding in the description below to our website. It has 10 foods that you didn't know you could make at home, and we have our vanilla pudding and our chocolate pudding on there. So for Rocky Road, just take your pudding and then mix some marshmallow cream in here with some chocolate chips and some peanuts, and mix all that together and put it in your popsicle molds, and you can make Rocky Road. And then our last one, the raspberry blueberry popsicle. So this one, we put blueberries, raspberries, yogurt, mixed it all together. You could use milk if you want, or ice cream, or the coconut milks. And we blended all those together and put them in there, and that made our raspberry blueberry. So that is 10 different ways to make popsicles. Let me know if you have any questions. Do we have any questions yet?
Jill says you can use the leftover juice from your canned fruits like pineapple and mandarin and oranges and freeze.
Yes, so Mom just said to use your...
No, different Jill, not Mom.
Oh, different Jill. Well, this is one I can't believe I forgot it because I used to do this all the time. If you have like canned peaches or pears or mixed fruit, just save that and you can make popsicles out of the mixed fruit juice also. Yes, it works really well.
Everybody's loving the Rocky Road. And Sheila says, Rocky Road ice cream is my fave. Never heard of it in a popsicle. Thank you.
Yeah, I hadn't either, but I thought that was a good idea. I like that idea.
The paper towel question, some other people were saying you could use waxed paper.
Oh, yeah, use wax paper instead. Okay, yeah, you could do that.
That's mostly it. Everybody's loving the ideas.
Good. All right, guys. Well, that's 10 popsicle ideas. Please go to the description below, and we have a link to all the recipes. Please subscribe and share our videos, and go to livingonadime.com, please. And tomorrow at 6 p.m. we're going to be talking about how we make money blogging and our opinion of doing it.
Run for your lives.
Yeah, you guys might be surprised at our answer about doing this as a business. So no comments, Mom. Don't give it away. But yeah, so tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, we're going to be on live. So we'll take your questions about YouTubing, running an online business, being a book author, writing your own print books, all of that. We're going to cover everything that we can. Hopefully an hour is enough time. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon and stay cool and enjoy your popsicles.